Welcome to this commentary. I'm Nerchio, and this is the final games in the Dailymotion Cup. And the game is between MorroW and Nerchio. It's game 3, and it's played out on Terminus SE. We have Nerchio in the south position, spawning as the blue Zerg, and in the north position we have MorroW spawning as the red Zerg. If you haven't seen game 1 and 2, I strongly suggest you go watch them now and come back to this game later when you have seen them, otherwise I might spoil things for you. For starters, now that you have been warned, I will tell you that Nerchio is leading with 2 points against MorroW, who has 0. We can also see that both players are morphing in their extra overlord and pumping drones as fast as they can. Both players have started to scout with their overlords, and they are scouting the east and west position. As I've pointed out before, on Terminus SE we have neutral supply depots at the bottom of each ramp to make it harder to block a player in his base with, for example, pylons. The expansion for MorroW is starting to morph, and we see a spawning pool starting for Nerchio. I hope this will be an interesting game. The former 2 games, which, as I mentioned, Nerchio won both of them, was very short. One was 10 minutes, one was 6.5 minutes. And it would be nice to see one long macro game between 2 Zerg players, even though that's rare. I must also say that I've enjoyed the Dailymotion Cup, and that I hope there will be another Dailymotion Cup soon. These matches where the players are playing not just one game, but best of 3 or best of 5. I like them a lot better than the quick tournaments where you only meet your opponent once, or maybe best of 3 similar. Nerchio is attacking with Zerglings, and MorroW has seen this and will be defending with Zerglings, of course. No other units available right now. Nerchio is morphing in his expansion halfway now, approximately. And Nerchio will have to retreat with his Zerglings. So we are 5 minutes into the game, and if we look at the units tab, we see that MorroW has 6 Zerglings versus the 4 of Nerchio. Otherwise it's quite similar. Okay, MorroW has 2 queens as well. 6 Zerglings versus 10 now. Nerchio is really pumping Zerglings right now, while MorroW is pumping drones. I'm sorry for not following these units around. Just looking at the center of the map isn't that interesting. Speedlings now, moving in towards the base of MorroW. Not sure if they did any damage, but at least they scouted well. In the main base there's not much defense, and the drones are getting killed. A few of them at least. Now the queen is getting a lot of hits from the Zerglings. And the speedlings of Nerchio are really badly damaged, but still they are trying to gain access and kill drones. They were of course killed when the camera moved to the Overlord in the middle. So let's look at the score. Supply-wise, MorroW is in the lead. Army tab-wise, Nerchio has 16 Zerglings versus 3 of MorroW's. So I hope that MorroW has more units when the attack comes to his base, before if he doesn't, then this game will be over. These 3 Zerglings were able to get the army of Nerchio back to his own base, and that gave him time to morph in a lot of units. So far 3 roaches, and we see him morph in Spinecrawler. This Spinecrawler cost 5 more minerals than necessary. Another hatchery coming for MorroW, so he is expanding, concentrating on the macro style game. When these Zerglings come in and disrupt the mineral harvesting, this time the roaches are able to keep him out of this of the main base, but at the same time his expansion is attacked and it will have to be cancelled. It was cancelled. The roaches killing off the speedlings, of course. Speedlings are no match for roaches in a small area. A new hatchery is being made for MorroW, and we also see that a hatchery is being made for Nerchio. Going back to the production tab, we see that they are about equal on the hatchery. MorroW is 5 seconds ahead. And so then we see a lair coming up for MorroW, but Nerchio already has his lair and is morphing in an infestation pit. So Nerchio is definitely ahead on the tech tree. We see a lot of roaches coming from MorroW. 96 versus 98 supply, about equal. There are a lot of roaches here in Nerchio space as well. Looking at the unit tab quite quickly, we can see that it's 15 versus 17 now roaches, and in this attack group there were 11. So these 11 roaches are chased back to their base by Nerchio's roaches. The 16 roaches, which are faster as well. Researching speed for roaches is important. Killing off roaches as they're trying to escape back to their base where reinforcements await, together with the 2 Spinecrawlers. Roaches now attacking the destructible debris here. No destructible rocks on this map, there's destructible debris instead. And that's destroyed now. And when they get into the 3rd expansion, they are attacked by roaches and Queen here. The Queen goes down, more Spinecrawlers moving in. And they do not retreat, they go to the natural, attack the Spinecrawler that was rooting, and now it's roaches versus roaches and the Queen. Queen dies, more roaches. And Nerchio's roaches is chased away by MorroW's roaches. We see a 4th expansion coming up here, but that one will need to be cancelled, I think. No, it's not cancelled. MorroW let that finish and is chasing away the roaches of Nerchio. At least trying. Strange sound. What was that? I'm not a circle player myself, so I hope you will forgive me for not knowing what that sound was. It sounded like the energy shield that you can activate on battleships and on Gabriel Tosh in the campaign. MorroW needs to surrender this game now when his roaches got killed by Nerchio's roaches and infestors. And this means that Nerchio is in the lead with 3 points versus 0. This is the best of 7 games. So now MorroW needs to win the rest of the games to win this final. Very interesting. We will watch game 4 in a moment, I hope. I hope you will watch it with me. I will be commenting, so please join me. See you there. Bye.